Long time no see, YouTube. It has been a while. I haven't done a vlog in like a long time. Alright, so here's how it's gonna go today. It's probably gonna be a two-parter because I got a lot to talk about, because a lot's happened since I've last vlogged. You know, it's been so long since I've last vlogged. We'll just go from there. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Man, it's been some time. I don't even know how to do this anymore. I guess we'll start off with the off season, if you'll say. Christmas. I got some goodies. I got the FMF Powerbomb header. I got the FMF jet kit. What else did I get? I got something else. Oh, I got the Tusk Nerf bars. Tusk Nerf bars with heel guard. I got those. They got the wider peg. What else did I get? I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. So that was Christmas. Got all that good stuff. And I wasn't gonna put it on until like closer to the season, you know, because I had to jet it and everything, and I wanted to do it, you know, more closer to what the weather, you know, warmer weather. I didn't want to jet it in the cold. Saved up some pennies and got some other stuff I wanted. I went and ordered the Team Elba Racing bead locks, front and rear. I got a set of 4 Maxxis Racer tires. What else did I do? I went and switched over to a what's it called? Twin air filter, a foam one. You know, because I was gonna. My original plan was to run open air box lid, so I didn't want to run the K&N. I heard too many skeptical things. I didn't want to take the chance to find out, so I went with the foam filter. You know, and back to that. But yeah, so got all that stuff. Spent a good chunk of change. You know, been saving up for it all though. So I went and bought all that. Had it sitting in the basement, you know, for a while, waiting for, you know, springtime to come. And yeah, springtime finally came, and it was time to get rolling on everything. So what did I do first? Man, I don't even remember. Oh, I did the header first. I put the header on, you know, installed that and everything. That went pretty smooth. I oiled up the new air filter, put that on, and then my dad's buddy came over, and we were gonna jet it. So, you know, like I said, I got the FMF jet kit, and so we went with that. And I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, but it actually has an adapter to go from because on the 400EXs, the carbs are yeah, I don't even know how to say it, but the KN or whatever, it's like KEHIN or something, I don't know. And so that's the carb, so that's the jets it has. Well, the FMF jet kit has DJ jets, which I believe stands for dyno jet, which only makes sense. And so we were gonna go with that. And so we put the little adapter in, followed the instructions to a T, got everything back together. I was amazed on how quick and easy it was. I was like, sweet, like there we go. I had the four-wheeler jetted, you know, I had the airbox lid off and ripped it down the street, felt great, and then put everything back together. A couple weeks later, or a week or so, I don't know. Well, no. I'm prematurely skipping events. So yeah, that goes all good, and so then I got the beadlock rims and the tires. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put these on. So I kind of YouTube it a little bit. I've never dealt with beadlocks, so I kind of YouTube the beadlocks and everything, and I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad. Put the bottom bead on, you know, screw the beadlock ring in, and you know, inflate it. It shouldn't be too bad. I did the one just like we were about to go to dinner for something, and I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna try to throw one on real quick. Like I can't wait any longer. So I threw one on. I think I threw a front rim on. I got the bottom mounted super easy with some soap and water, and I was like, man, this is nice. This is going really well. Oh man, my goggles are so dusty. I put the bead lock rim on, and I was like, oh, all right, so that wasn't bad, you know. Torqued that down and everything. I'm going to inflate it, so I inflate it, inflate it. Pop! There goes the bead. Perfect. All right, we're all set. So we were going somewhere, so I couldn't do the other one. So I left that, and the next day I did the other one, nice and easy, perfect. Got to the rear, and yeah, whole different ball game. Yeah, this is quite the experience. I put the bottom bead on, fine. Did the top ring, fine. And then basically from there I got shit on. Tried to pop the bottom bead and nothing. It wouldn't pop. It's just I would fill it up. I had 40 pounds in the thing. Seating PSI is like 35, it says. I had 40 pounds in it, wouldn't even budge. There was a gap. So I'm like, all right, you know, I don't get it. I'm banging it on the ground. We're hitting it with a hammer. We're trying to do everything we can to make it pop. You know, because I worked at Discount Tire for like a short period of time. So I was like, oh man, I worked at Discount Tire, and I should be able to get this. You know, we dealt with kind of difficult ones before. This should be okay, no problem. Yeah, it was a big problem actually. So I took it to a buddy's house. He had a better air compressor, you know, could fit more in at one time, and nothing. We slammed it on the crown, nothing. We left it out in the sun, nothing. And mind you, this is I'm saying it quick, but this went for like, well, let me finish the story, and I'll tell you the whole time period this thing. I finally one day I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take it up to Macomb Power Sports. Because that's the one, you know, that's my local dealer basically. Well, that's the one that's like local near me. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna take it up there. I'm gonna see what they can do. I had to go up there for something anyway. So I was like, all right. So I took it up there, took it to the service thing. You know, he gave me the whole spiel of yeah, you know, we gotta charge you the service fee or the labor fee. It's 105 or something like that. And I'm like, all right, never mind. I'm not paying 105 for you to mount these tires. Like, I'll figure something out. Like, that's ridiculous. So they were already mounted. They just needed to be, the bead needed to be set. And I'm like, you know, I'm not paying $105 to get this set. Worst comes to worst, I'll go back up to Discount Tire and I'll see if, you know, maybe someone will help me out. You know, maybe throw them a couple bucks or something. Well, the tech guy walks in, and because I'm like, oh, never mind. You know, I don't want to pay that much. I just didn't know if you guys could try something or anything, because I'm having trouble, like. And basically he came out and he was like, you know, let me give him a shot, like, give me him, I'll take him back for you. And I was like, all right, sweet, like, that's awesome. And at this point I'm like, sweet, my tires are they're seated, like, I'm good. And, you know, the guy's like, oh, you know, just throw my tech some, you know, like a 10 or something. I was like, yeah, for sure, you know. So we're waiting and 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 waiting, and finally he comes back out. And yeah, I was still getting shit on. Oh Jesus, I was still getting shit on because no luck. So yeah, that sucked. And he was basically like, yeah, I couldn't get him, so yeah. I was like, oh, alright, well, you're the frickin' dealer, like, I bet you if I gave you $105 you'd figure it out. But he's like, yeah, you might need to trim some of the inner tire off, or, you know, grind some of the, because the beadlock rims have, like, they had like a little hump that you had to get over, so like the bead couldn't like come back off in the rear. And so I was like, or he was like, yeah, you know, you might need to grind that down. That's a pretty big thing. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I go home, whatever. I actually called Elba on the way home and was like, hey, you know, I got these rims from you. The front's mounted up fine. I've taken them all over the place. I've even taken them to a dealer and they can't get the bead to set. What's up? And he's like, oh, you know, we've never had, I can't dog on Elba. The customer support has been excellent. So I was like, you know, I want to mount these things. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Like, you know, it's not like I got some random off-the-wall tire that's, you know, could just be jacked up. Like, I got Maxxis tires. Those are top of the line, you know. So Oh, I forgot to look at what time I started this because I was gonna try to break it up into two things. So where was I? Oh yeah, so you know he's like, oh, that's really weird. You know, he's like, try this. I used he said wanted me to heat the tire up really good and then mount it. I'm like, all right, you know, I'll do that. And he's like, if not, call me. We'll send you a new set out. And you know, we're really sorry about this. And I was like, all right, you know, I can respect that. Like, you know, I get, you know, they were doing everything they could. So. So yeah, we do that, try to heat it up, nothing. So you know what, I'm like, you know what, I'm taking it to my uncle's. My uncle's like a master mechanic. Basically any issue we have or anything we need done, like you can depend on him because he just knows how to do everything. So we take it to him, you know, we're over there, I'm helping him out. We've got like a lot of freaking air in this thing and nothing. We're heating it up, we're beating on it, we're doing all kinds of freaking things. Nothing. So now he's involved and he's like, you know what? He's like, leave the tire here. I'm gonna get these things mounted. I'm getting them done. Like before I left, actually, we decided to we were gonna just go ahead and grind down a little bit on that little hump. We're gonna make it more of a ramp instead of like a bump because the bead just could not get over that. So he's like, you know what, if you're okay with it, he's like, let's do it. I'm pretty confident that'll work. So the only thing is once you do that, you can't return them or anything. So it's kind of your call. I was like, you know what, screw it. I like these rims a lot. I think they're sweet. They look awesome. I'll show you guys later. Holy Jesus, man, losing my train of thought like crazy right now. Hooked it up to the four-wheeler. Got it going, grinding away. Got it down to a nice lip. Tried to mount it there at my house. Didn't happen. He's like, you know what? Give me the rim. Grind the other one down tomorrow. Or actually, no. He said to wait. He said, give me the rim. I'm going to mount this thing. Done. So, yeah, next day I'm sitting in class and I get a text that, you know, I get a picture that they're mounted. And mother effing this and that and blah, blah, blah. So I could tell right away that they were not easy. And, so yeah, had difficulties even mounting them at that point, but he said he put a bunch of air in it. He was throwing that thing, it was bouncing back over his head, over a camper he had in his backyard. It was crazy. But anyway, it's mounted. He's like, all right, you know, tomorrow, grind down the other one, drop it off, I'll have it mounted, all right? I know what I got to do now. So I'm like, all right, sweet, like we're getting somewhere. And like, Palucci luck, we're grinding the other one down, and we're going, and all of a sudden, pop! And I'm like, or I was holding the clutch in for something, and because I was talking to my dad or whatever, and he was saying something, so I was holding the clutch in, and all of a sudden, it just like completely let go, and I was like, wait, what? And like the clutch lever is just like free play, and I'm like, what the heck? But I didn't see anywhere that it snapped like at first, so I was like, oh god, like something happened in my clutch, like I'm screwed now. I was livid. I was like 0 to like 60 in like 0.2 seconds. And you know, I took a breath and looked around and realized that it snapped. The cable actually snapped. So I was like, great. So I called McComb Power Sports. Mind you, this is like 5 o'clock, rush hour, and they're like 20 minutes away, like on the freeway, which is, you know, pretty busy at this time. So I'm like, oh, awesome, like they're busy, like the roads are gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna make it there in time. I got like an hour. Called him. I'm like, hey, you know, you got this clutch cable in stock? He's like, yep. I was like, all right, I'll be right there. So I actually ended up making pretty good time. Got there, got the clutch lever, or not the clutch lever. I'm sorry, the clutch cable. I don't know if I've been saying cable this whole time, but yeah, whatever. It was the clutch cable. You get the point. And so I get that and. Side note, you know, I'm going to save this for another log, but they have been doing so much logging up here, it's ridiculous. Like, we're not going to have any freaking trees left. They're going to just take them all. I'll go on a little tour later, and I'll show you all the freaking trees that they have just annihilated. They're all the areas. But anyway, where was I? I was somewhere. I was talking. Oh yeah, it's summer. It's July. It's a little chilly this morning, so I went for the light hoodie just because. Yeah. It's supposed to rain and storm in like 3 hours, so that really sucks really badly. But anyway, yeah, so then I installed a new clutch cable and everything. It actually went pretty smooth. And so we grind down the second one, send it to him, it gets mounted. Awesome. That was a really long story about mounting these tires, but I tell you what, it lasted for at least 3 weeks. Like, it was ridiculous. So yeah, long story for a long period of time that was really frustrating, and I was really just pissed. And yeah, so, but anyway, I got it mounted. Awesome. But guess what? The story gets worse. Well, I mean, it gets better, then it gets worse. Got everything on. You got the tires on, the rims on, the Nerf bars on, the header on, jetted. Everything was good. I was going up north. Got out of school May whatever, went up north May whatever right after.